done by Mike Tyson is invited.
And there was an uppercut. There's the punch.
The legendary Mike Tyson cold-bloodedly dealt with every representative of the elite of the heavyweight division in each of his fights, and rightfully called the best boxer of his time.
That was a right to the body and an uppercut to the head. And
But one man stood out among his opposition. He literally drove Iron Mike crazy and became his most hated opponent.
You know, I owe it to myself to go out there and beat Michael Tyson like I am his dad. He's made for me. Tyson.
In this video, we will tell you the story how Tyrell Biggs, using dirty tricks, wanted to take everything from Iron Mike. In this fight, Mike Tyson defended not only his belt, but his honor as he came face to face with demons from his past.
in the 3 belts that he now owns.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please.
In 1987, in Atlantic City, 21-year-old Mike Tyson was already the undisputed champion, unifying 3 major heavyweight belts. He was going to make his next title defense against undefeated Tyrell Biggs. But few people knew that these 2 titans of the ring had a long story behind. In 1984, Mike Tyson wasn't a world star and was not yet known to the world as the only one who tasted Evander Holyfield's ear. Before the start of his professional career, young Mike dreamed of representing the United States at the Olympic Games.
1984 in the Olympics, I don't think anybody's going to dispute on this performance.
And for the last ticket to the Olympics, except Rising Mike, the young talent Tyrell Biggs also swung at it. Iron Mike's fate was unfavorable, and by a strange coincidence of circumstances, it was impossible for him to pass even the qualifying round. In turn, Biggs showed his technique and speed, thanks to which he was able to go to the Olympic Games and even win a gold medal.
Recreationally, but it was a portent.
In addition, in the quarterfinals, Tyrell won the future undisputed champion Lennox Lewis.
Now Biggs is beginning to open up. He fights his way. He had a good right there. Now he's following up in combination.
After such success, the Olympic champion became conceited and did not hesitate in expressions, periodically humiliated young Tyson, calling him a short, insignificant fighter and saying that he would not achieve anything.
I'm tall enough to be heavyweight champ of the world.
Over the next 3 years, the boxers went to their prime, and both were on a long win streak.
Trying to hold on. Serious trouble, and down he goes.
The baddest man on the planet had a streak of 31 wins in a row, becoming the undisputed champion and tightly entrenched in the elite of the heavyweight category. And Biggs, in turn, was gaining momentum and was considered a rising star, bringing his professional record to 15 wins, with 0 losses.
Down, hits him on top of the head, wings to the body, and Anthony goes.
Legendary Mike was waiting for the moment when he could repay the arrogant offender for humiliation and promised he would beat Biggs dirty, with elbows after the bell, just to inflict as much damage on him as possible. And when the contract between the 2 undefeated boxers was signed, the news about it literally went viral, immediately gaining the status of one of the most anticipated fights of the year. Tall Tyrell did not consider Iron Mike as a serious opponent, still seeing him only as a scared youngster who could not even qualify for the Olympics. Super Mike hadn't forgotten how he had been dumped in the race for the gold medal in Seoul, and he wanted to prove that he was worthy of representing the United States of America like no one else, at the same time wanting to return the favor for the insulting words from the past.
Tyson to jump right on Tyrell Biggs.
3 questions that Mike...
In the fight, Biggs relied on the length of his leverage. He tried to keep Super Mike at a distance, sticking to his plan of floating like a butterfly and stinging like a bee.
Throw the jab like he's doing now, not to let Tyson set up.
Tyson also said that he has found a pattern in Tyrell Biggs that he feints to the punch actually is thrown.
But whatever he does to get that kind of leverage. See, a good snapping jab is very effective. Whether or not Biggs can keep this up.
But the elusive Tyson had a different opinion on the matter, and ignoring the attacks of the brazen 2-meter-tall bee, Mike tore off his wings with his amplitude punches.
Stevenson, and I admit it was 5 years ago, but he really bothered me.
There is the hook. Again, because his hands are down.
Mike, eager to avenge his humiliation, did not throw words to the wind and proved that he was ready to smash the arrogant Biggs even with dirty punches, just to inflict the maximum damage.
Look long and hard at that cut in the last round, and you're going to see him again.
It seemed that Tyson saw nothing but his opponent's head, as his punches repeatedly reached Biggs' jaw, causing him more and more
He
problems.
still took some strong shots from Tyson.
You see now Biggs again. And the way that Biggs is moving and the right hand does most damage.
There was a big right hand.
Got nailed with the left hook. He has shown it.
By the end of the third round, it was clear that the fight was going according to Tyson's script, and at his whim, a scene with blood was added over the left eye of the already not-so-bold opponent.
Pointed out before the fight. And now it's Tyson just hammering him. And there's a huge left hand.
Biggs went to his corners with his head down, and realizing that now he would have to fuse his Olympic gold medal for gold grills to replace knocked-out teeth.
It's the same right hand, Larry, that was thrown by David Beck.
In a post-fight interview, Iron Mike admits that he could have finished the cocky guy almost immediately, but the knockout didn't happen just because Tyson wanted to enjoy the punishment to the fullest.
Exactly the opposite of what he said he was going to do. Huge left hand. Huge. And a combination by Tyson, a left and a right.
As it happens. That's
With each new bruise on his face, Biggs had his rising star fading, while Tyson's credibility and influence on the professional arena grew stronger with each punch.
Jab to break that rhythm and stop the momentum of Mike Tyson, allow Mike to dominate.
Before the start of the sixth round, Tyson had already won 4 rounds and was ready to further take away the health of his hated opponent.
And another.
Biggs, instead he abandoned his tactics.
All the way back to amateur days. Another left hand, and there's a great shot.
Ruthless Mike, depriving Biggs of his mouthpiece, deprived him of any desire to fight further. And towards the end of the 7th round, the execution of the once arrogant fighter has begun, who by this time point had been introduced to Tyson's fury.
Oh, that
was a tremendous left hand.
a replay of what took place. Here, Mike Tyson just...
The referee, having counted the knockdown, decided that Biggs could continue the fight, but Mike pounced like a predator again and brought the fight to a victorious conclusion, sending his opponent to rest on the canvas.
This is it.
He is gone right now. He has no legs. And 10 seconds to go in a round. There's a left hand. He's down
Gave
again.
up, we just abandoned the tactics that would have been effective.
Oh, that's what I mean. It's all over. And it wasn't even close.
what broke him down. Was it just
constantly
the pressure?
body punches? When I was hitting him with body punching, I heard him, actually he was crying in there, making woman gestures like, I can't find it, but I knew that he was breaking down soon.
This story about the most hated opponent of Mike Tyson shows us an example of how the victim of political games could not go to the Olympic Games, for which he was turned into an object of mocking from the self-confident medalist. But justice always triumphs, and the names of decent fighters rise to the top of Olympus, and those who chose arrogance trampled to the bottom of Hades.
Undefeated, undisputed, heavyweight champion of the world, Mike Tyson!
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe.